I would like to take this opportunity to talk about the Zeitgeist. The Zeitgeist is a kind of generator. It is of a dark source, and I am Zweiliger, which is holder of the Iron Ring. The Iron Ring, the Zeitgeist. And so this has a way of changing motions from spinning towards darkness to spinning towards lightness. And so years ago it changed directions, and the token of it is that I have to wake up and go into the day immediately, or else there is kind of a charge, like loss. And so I had different identities coming into my room where I slept as teenage, and actually the optics had to come in 3 times, and this cost a lot of economy, even though it was required. Now, I believe this motion, just of not getting up, waking, was in result the destruction of my own homeworld, which I cannot recall the name of, yet Acadia 3 is one name. This is the civilian colony, of which there are 7. And so, this time, as I was resting in a state park, I had people. These were messengers of some sort, probably cloaks of Syrian, and they were giving little informational charms to me through voice, as in I could have recorded it, but that was not the balance. And so, upon wakening, when the Zeitgeist changes directions, I explained it to myself. My head feels like it's full of CO2. It's an awesome kind of expansion, yet weakness. As in, it feels I cannot move. A proper solution might be to have somebody grab my ring fingers and heave me up and urge me to get out of bed. A kind of technology of personal life that is not accessed right now. And so this means big things to us, because the more well this is used, the more or less we must defend when it once again, inevitably, changes directions. There is a planet in Sol called Planet Apollo, which is most directly connected to the Zeitgeist. Now, it shows face only when properly aligned with its face which goes towards the sun, Sol Aster. From the opposite direction, it is black, and it is a fact that one can pass through the planet if aligned with 0-point center. Laser-like precision towards the core. The planet Apollo which Voyager 2 and the Soyuz probe had contact with. And there was a blip on the reading. This is a planet which is barely connected with the moon. And in fact, after a long guided project, Apollo will be centered in with the moon we have now, making a moon of a light side and a dark side, but a dark side which is more or less invisible, yet with proper plan can be inhabited. I imagine that once there may be a kind of paradisial environment. And maybe kind of a dark heaven, or maybe a light one. But whether it is theirs, or ours, or whatever, it must be enjoyed, used in equilibrium. Now, along with quasar populations, which advance eventually successfully into a neutron star, or if failed, into a supernova, which casts gold upon to other planets in the galaxy. And photon belt populations, wherein there is individual progress, and once in a while a meeting of minds to correct one's progress, then to continue. There are also black holes. Now, when one of these fails, there is a huge explosion, supernova. A very large size. And if successful, then a new galaxy is created, which we can view as positive, but this is a negative story as well, as when life is created, suffering is obtained. And so, this is one part of the system of life, one part of the universe, and I pray that we will do well. Thank you very much.